No more banner. Hey, you remember the lady that was rubbing on my chest and my stomach? Don't say no names on her. No more banner. Hey, you remember the lady that I told you was rubbing on my chest and my stomach? Don't say no names on her. Don't say no names on her. Or don't say what she is, but you know who she is. Well, she remember what I told you yesterday? She said I was a joke. She said I was a joke. Well, she laughed at me like I was a joke when I said, when I get my two-bedroom, why don't you come see me? I said, I'm a joke, ain't I? And she shook her head, yes. Why am I chasing this heifer? Why am I chasing this heifer? You know what I'm saying? When, one of the dudes that she was rubbing on, he got his own place. He got his own place, and she was talking about going over there to see him and rubbing on him and everything, hugging on him. You know, she turned her back to him. He's rubbing on her with her back turned. She turned back around, have her chest on him and rubbing on. And I'm like, the dude was in a recovering drug addict program. He was a recovering drug addict. And then he came to visit the place I was living at. He came to visit the place I was living at the time. And he was back strung out, and she just treated him like she didn't know him. She just treated him like she didn't know him when he come back to visit. And he was strung out, you know? But she was fucking a drug addict. And then I was down the street where she worked at. I was down the street. I'm just speaking in code. You know what I'm talking about. I'm speaking in code because I don't want this coming back on me. But then she was looking at another one. When I was talking to her, she was looking at him like something was going on between him and her. I'm like, why am I chasing a woman that sleeps with drug addicts? It's clear she's a bug chaser, and she's probably got HIV. I mean, seriously, if you're sleeping with drug addicts, you've probably got HIV, but you're calling me a joke. And why am I chasing somebody that sleeps with drug addicts, recovering drug addicts? You know, when they always relapse and then get back clean. You know, it's crazy. But yeah. So now I'm gonna cut her off again. I'll probably talk to her, but I'm not giving her no more shit. Because she already said I was a joke and shook her head yes when I said, you think I'm a joke? Yeah. But when I don't give her shit, all of a sudden she acts like she's attracted to me. And then she start rubbing my shoulders, and trying to talk to me. And she's still been talking to me since I've been giving her stuff. But I'm like, why you acting like you're too good for me and like you wouldn't give it up to me, but you're giving it up to losers? But you say I'm a joke. But these losers, these drug addicts, they're manly men. They stand up for themselves. So you rather give it to a drug addict that's possibly can contract HIV or get HIV because he stands up for himself and he'll stand up for you than somebody that's got their head on straight that takes shit off all these drug addicts and all these thugs and all these white people and all these different nationalities do. You rather give it to somebody like that than give it to somebody like me. I'm quit chasing that heifer because if I slept with her, I might contract HIV. If I slept with her, I might contract HIV. I'm gonna quit chasing that heifer. And I'm not that attracted to her because that big old mole on her chest. But I said, okay, if I fuck her, she can keep her shirt on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna quit chasing that hoe. I'm gonna talk to her, be polite to her, but I'm gonna quit giving her shit. And last time, I think it was like 6 or 8 months, and I went without giving her shit. Yeah, and then for the longest time, I didn't talk to her. And then slowly, she started talking to me, so I started talking again. But last time I went I think it was like 6, maybe 8 months before I started giving her shit again. Didn't give her shit for 6 to 8 months. Maybe it was like 6 months. But it was a long time. I didn't give her shit for a long time before I started giving her shit again. I'm like, so I'm just going to do the same thing I did then. She don't understand. She think that the gifts are going to keep coming, you know? She don't understand that I can cut that shit off just like that, just like a light switch. Cut the light on, cut the light off. Cut the gifts on, cut the gifts off. You know, so I'm going to quit giving her shit because clearly I'm a joke to her, and I know I could hit that if I wanted to hit that, you know? And she already tried to get me in the car with her. She already tried to get me in a fucking car with her and give me a ride somewhere. But fuck chasing that. She fuck drug addicts. The motherfucker fuck drug addicts, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these women out here do that. Why am I lusting over these women that fucking give drug addicts the time of day just because they look good? Why am I lusting over them? You know what I'm saying? Thinking I want a piece of that. Why would you want a piece of that with these beautiful women? They're giving drug addicts the time of fucking day. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching videos on YouTube right now where people are fucking contracting HIV on purpose, and people that contract the HIV on accident. You know, all these HIV videos of people contracting it and just going around sleeping with people just to give it to other people, just to infect other people. You know, I wouldn't doubt if the majority of the United States, more than half of the United States, is HIV positive and flooded with other STDs and diseases on top of that. Because it's big in Texas, it's big in Georgia, it's big in a bunch of other states, and them people in them states vacation other states, and people can't keep they fucking dingalings in their pants, they can't keep they fucking pussies in their pants. I know that fucking I know more than half the United States got that shit by now. It's fucking common sense. You know? I need to quit fucking chasing these women. I need to quit lusting over these women. Because they be having good paying jobs. You know, they be successful or they be unsuccessful and broke. HIV don't discriminate. It go for the successful people and it go for the unsuccessful people. And everybody likes fucking and fucking and fucking. The successful people like fucking and fucking and fucking, and the broke people like fucking. I need to leave these motherfuckers alone and get back on my game. Because right now, I'm getting closer and closer to having sex. I got a lot of female friends here. I'm collecting a lot of female friends, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting closer and closer to getting some coochie. I do not need to get no coochie. I do not need to get no coochie because you don't know what them female friends is doing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I'm gonna stay strong. And it ain't nothing but a thing to go without. It's nothing but a thing to go without it. But sometimes you be like, that chick look good. I just want to bust on them cheeks. But I need to go back to. It's easy just to go without and look at the internet and look at the internet women. You need to quit worrying about these flesh women and go back to the internet women. And that's what I'm gonna do. But it's clear everybody wants a fighter that's gonna stand up for herself. And if you got a glass jaw like me, or you're not a fighter like me, I'm really strong. If I get a hold of them first, I can do some damage. But if you got a glass jaw like me, or you're not a fighter like me, they consider you a joke. It's kind of fucked up. Like, okay, I can make money, I can have my own apartment. I can be doing good for myself, be able to do good for a woman, which I'm not going to do good for a woman, but they consider me a joke. But I got my head on straight. I'm in the future, I might get a 2-bedroom to myself, and they consider me a joke because I'm saving money and I'm not on the bullshit. I'm not in and out of jail, and I'm not fucking punking people out and trying to assert my dominance. They consider me a joke. So they basically love the Pookies and the Ray Rays. Like the YouTube videos or social media, they love the Pookies and the Ray Rays. You know what I'm saying?
And I guess I do for women. I do stuff for women. I help them out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sleeping with none of them, but I do help women out. I shower them with gifts. Not all the time. I don't go broke from. These women want you to go broke from. They ask for money every week. Every couple of days they ask for money. When they do that to me, I shower them with gifts, like maybe once, twice a week, sometimes more than that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't sleep with the women that I shower with gifts. Yeah, there's one of them I'm pursuing, but I'm gonna quit pursuing her because clearly she makes bad choices in the men she deals with. She clearly makes bad choices in the men that she been with from time to time. So I'm like, yeah, you need to quit pursuing that because them drug addicts, even if they don't have HIV, how long before they can track HIV? And it'd be a blessing from God if they die from old age and never contract HIV because drug addicts tend to sleep with every streetwalker on the street when they got the urge to get some Kit Kat. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll turn around and sleep with that successful woman or that beautiful broke woman or that beautiful successful woman. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, yeah, you got to choose your women wisely. So I'm just gonna go back to the internet, looking at the internet. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the internet women, and yeah, because these women, they want the Pookies and the Ray Rays because the Pookies and the Ray Rays is out there punking people and out there asserting their dominance. So they like Pookies and the Ray Rays, the drug addict gonna stand up for me. The drug addict's a real man. You know what I'm saying? But and it's not just the drug addicts. They go for other Caucasian boys, other nationalities of boys, and they got Caucasian drug addicts and Indian drug addicts and Latino drug addicts and all sorts of different nationalities of drug addicts. But they also go for the good men that are pieces. Like a lot of them, the good men that's not on drugs are pieces of crap. They also go for them because they stand up for themselves, and they also go for the drug addicts too, because the drug addicts are just like the real men that ain't on drugs, standing up for themselves. It just amazes me how, you know, if you keep yourself out of certain situations, you won't need nobody to stand up for you. Because I just ain't built like that anymore. I used to be built like that, but I'm just gonna stay by myself, because I know I can't stand up for somebody. So I understand why they go for the drug addicts, why they lust over me, but like, no, he's a joke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because my jaws can't take a licking and keep on ticking no more. I'm really strong. I lift a lot of weight. When I wrestle with people, I manhandle a lot of people. But if I get hit, I'm probably gonna be sleeping. If I get hit my jaws, I'm probably gonna be sleeping. So that's why I avoid conflict. You know what I'm saying? Because I avoid conflict because I could easily get messed around because I can't take a lick in my jaws like I used to when I was young. I could take a lick and keep on coming. I can't take a lick and keep on coming no more. So I really ain't no good to nobody. I really ain't no good to nobody, yeah? I really ain't no good to nobody. I can't protect nobody. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I spend money on my female friends. I spend money. I don't spend money every time they want me to spend money because that they want you to go broke for them so they can quit talking to you. They want you to go broke so they can cut you off. But I don't. Yeah. But and then some. But yeah, I got a nice apartment with nice stuff in it. I save money. You know. I mean. But I can't protect nobody because I'm not built like I used to be, and there's a reason for that. And I blame the county jail for putting them cleaning supplies in my food for 6 months. And every other time I went to the county jail and they put cleaning supplies in my stuff when they would lock me in a hole. But I had natural strength up until they did that. My natural strength never came back. But yeah, the inmates and the guards, the trustees and the guards was putting that stuff in my food. But yeah. So now I can't protect nobody, and everybody looks at me like I'm a joke. I get mean mugs from everybody because I'm a joke, but I'm doing better than most of them. Probably better than all. I'm doing better than the doctors, doing better than the lawyers, doing better than the prosecuting attorneys, doing better than the drug addicts, doing better than the street thugs, doing better than the boys in the suburbs, whatever nationality they are, whatever I'm doing. Everybody's struggling. Everybody's struggling, but I seem to be doing good for some reason. And but of course I'm a joke because I can't protect nobody. So yeah, I might as well stick to the internet women. Stick to looking at looking at women on the internet. Yeah.